Hi, I'm Megan Nielsen. Today I'm going to show you how to make some super cute and really useful storage bowls and baskets from old worn out clothing and fabric scraps left over from sewing projects, just like these. These are just a few of the baskets that I've made using my fabric scraps. We use them all over our house to store kids' toys, crayons, figurines, Legos, you name it, and all they cost me was my time. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let's get sewing! To begin, start braiding 3 strips of 1-inch wide fabric that you've secured on one end. I've used a safety pin and taped my braid to the table. In my last tutorial, I showed you how to make a braided scrap rug, and this basket uses a very similar method with just a few tweaks. For more detailed instructions on how to braid and join fabric scraps, check out my last video on how to sew a braided fabric scrap rug. I'll leave a link below. For this braid, I'm simply using my favorite method of joining new pieces, which simply involves placing the new strip on top of the old one and wrapping them together before you continue braiding. It's really that easy. Keep braiding and adding more fabric until you have a nice pile of braided scraps. I made all the braid for this basket while watching the Wonder Woman movie on Netflix. Set your machine to a wide zigzag stitch and make sure you're using a sturdy needle like a leather or a denim needle, as you'll be sewing through thick layers. Place all of your braid on the right side of your sewing machine, make a small coil like this and sew them together. Make sure you always pull your braid into your coil from the right hand side, not the left, as your coil will be growing on the left. Fold under the end of your braid by about 1 inch and sew it together. Once you've done this, you can start turning more braid around the first coil and zigzagging to attach them. Go slowly, the first few turns are the hardest. You'll get the hang of it pretty quickly though. Keep going, adding more braid around the outside edge, and be careful that you don't stretch your braid as you go or your basket will end up warped. You want the bottom of your basket to be nice and flat. Once you've sewn a coil that is as large as the base of the basket you want to make, start tipping your coil up towards the sewing machine as you sew. This will ensure that the walls of your basket and bowl are attached at an angle. Keep sewing and tipping your basket up towards the sewing machine until you almost run out of braid or your basket is as tall as you want it to be. This bit can be a little bit hard on the arm that's holding the basket up, but keep going, it's going to be worth it. To finish the basket, you can either just tuck the ends inwards and zigzag over the top of them, or you can create a decorative little loop handle like this. You fold over the end and just sew it to attach. For some of my other baskets, I created handles by leaving some sections unsewn on either side of the basket on the last or even the second last layer of braid. At the end of this video, I'll show you a couple of my baskets. Here are some of my favorite baskets in action. We use them to store my kids' toys, and I love that not only have I diverted some of my fabric waste from the landfill, but I've also created some really decorative storage solutions for my home. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below if you have any questions at all. If you stick around for another minute, I'll give you a little look at each basket individually. Okay, so this is actually the first basket I ever made. I used really thin strips of fabric and basically just everything that was left in my stash. It ended up a little bit too flimsy because the fabric was so thin, but I love the handles and it's really easy to carry around. This basket is the one that we made today. It's denim and linen scraps, so it's feeling pretty sturdy. This one's going to hold Duplo now in our playroom. This basket is our dinosaur basket. This is another one where I added some handles and I tried to add some decorative leather to both of them, but as you can see, the kids ripped the leather off one side, so it's a little worse for wear, but I still really love it. This basket's actually my favorite because I just love all of the colors in it. It holds Birdie's little board books. She's probably a little old for the books now, but she just loves them because they're so cute and small. This little basket is actually Bunny's, and I think Birdie's actually stolen it now because it used to be full of hair elastics, but now it's full of little animal figurines. So well done, Birdie the thief. And this little one, it changes what we put in it from day to day. Buddy likes to actually just play with it because he thinks it feels cool, but generally it has crayons in. Clearly, I'm really obsessed with making fabric scrap baskets, and I hope you feel confident to give it a try yourself. Bye for now.